Okay, MGS Prelim P62022 paper 2. Okay, let me do the first question. First question is a little difficult. So prawns are sold at a supermarket at $1.35 per 100 gram. So this is in gram. And Kelly bought 3.5 kilograms of prawns. So this is in kilograms. So to work on a sum with two different units, convert everything to the same unit. So I'll convert the 3.5 kilogram into grams. So 3.5 kilogram is equal to 3,500 grams. Okay. How much did she pay? So 100 grams, you pay $1.35. So how many groups of 100 grams are there in 3,500 divided by 100 grams? You get 35 groups. So each group, each 100 gram is $1.35. There are 35 groups of 100 grams. So 35 multiplied by $1.35. And answer is $47.25. Okay? Easy. Let's go on to second question 2. Let's go on question 2. ABCD is a rhombus, and CDEF is a square. BAD is 124 degrees. Find BFC. We're talking about BFC, looking for this angle, okay? So first, from this figure, rhombus, right? Opposite angle of rhombus is equal. So this is 124 degrees. This DCEF is a square, so this is 90 degrees. I can find this angle. Angle at a point, 360, minus 124 degrees, minus 90 degrees. I get 146 degrees. Okay, I need to say something. I need to indicate this. Angle BCF. Better indicate. So I want to tell you that in your solution for angles, you need to indicate the angle name. If you don't indicate angle name, there is a risk that they may deduct half a mark from the solution. So, for example, if you were to do what I just did, example, you did what I just did, like that. This may not be acceptable by some schools. So just to play safe, indicate your angle name. Okay? So in the angle name, angle BCF, just to play safe. Okay, no need to take risk. Now, next angle we want to find angle the angle BFC, right? This is angle they want, right? So angle BFC. So this is isosceles triangle. Let me explain to you why it's isosceles triangle. Because this is a square, so these are equal, right? And because ABCD is a rhombus, all sides of rhombus are also equal. So you can see triangle BCF is an isosceles triangle. They have two equal sides. So therefore, the bottom angle is equal. And we know this is 146, right? So we can find angle BFC is equal to 180 degrees minus away 146 divided by 2. And answer is 17 degrees. Okay, remember, to play safe, indicate your angle name in your solution. Now let's continue with question number 3. John saw 2 different advertisements for 2 identical rackets sold at $180 before discount. How much money did John save by buying from the cheaper shop? So we know this is $50. We do not know what is the value of 25% discount. Let's calculate. 25% discount is arrow. Arrow means equivalent is 25 over 100 multiplied by the usual price. You buy from shop Y, you'll get a discount of $45. Now, the discount for shop W is 50. So the savings from the cheaper store will be $5. Okay. Let's continue. Question number 4. Okay, question 4 is the one that's difficult. Let's do this. Okay. So ABCD is a square. AEFG is a rectangle. So I just mark it out, square. And PE lies on BC while point D lies on FG. Find the length of AG. So this AG, this one. Okay. Now, if you look at, take a focus on this triangle. Focus on this triangle. Focus on this triangle, okay? The area of this triangle is half times base times height. The base will be here, right? Okay, this is the base. The height will be here, which is also 24, right? So area of this triangle is half times base times height. You get 288. Okay. Now, do you remember that the area of a triangle is half the rectangle it is in? So for example, if this is 288, the whole rectangle is 288 times 2. But if this is 288, the entire rectangle is 288 times 2. So the rectangle 288, let me use another pen. Other color. So this is 288 times 2. 576. Now, area of this big rectangle is 576. They want this question mark, right? So area rectangle divided by the length, you get the other side, which is the breadth. So area rectangle 576 divided by the length, you get the breadth 19.2. So that's answer. Okay, any question? Oh, Ethan, last week, were you here last week we talked about arrows and equal sign.
Yeah, but I think I forgot about it. I think
arrow is like that. When you use arrow, right? It is the arrow represent equivalent.
Okay.
Equal represent literally equal. So when you want to use equal, example, you want to use equal, for you want to describe, say, the number of apples in box A, you must write number of apples in box A equal 50. It must be that clear. If you want to write box A equal 50, you cannot. You must, you can do this. You can do arrow.
Okay.
Okay. So when you use equal sign, it got to be really clear.
Okay.
Units can be surely equal. For example, 3U is equal to 50. That one okay.
Yeah. Okay.
How to play safe? If you're not sure, arrow. Oh, they cannot fail you. Okay, good question. Can always ask again if you forget.
Okay, thank you.
Good job, Ethan. Don't be afraid to ask. Okay, let's continue with the next question. Okay, this one is pretty easy. I don't know. I hope everybody got this right. This is basically drawing shapes symmetry. So use your ruler to help you. I will normally put a ruler here. So using the given dotted line as the symmetry, I don't know why mine got no dotted line. Oh, but I guess the dotted line is here. What is happening? Oh, it disappeared. Oh, okay. So it is dotted line. So the shading will be like this. I don't know how else to explain to you. Okay. I don't think I bring a mirror to class. Okay, question 5B. My paper got no dotted line, but the dotted line is supposed to be here. So they say wanted 2 squares, right? So 2 squares will be here and here. So the only way my advice to you is that after you shade, right, just double check. Like the way I check is like that. Right, you draw a perpendicular line to the line of symmetry. You draw a perpendicular line to the line of symmetry, you can check on, right? There must be opposite shaded square to each other across the dotted symmetry line. So this is how I check. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. After you shade, you think it's symmetry, but it's actually not. So double check. Question number 6. So algebra, a pen costs $P, a notebook costs $2 more than the pen. What's the cost of 3 pens and 2 notebooks? So that's 1 pen. Let's record down. 1 pen, arrow P. Okay, Ethan. So I write 1 pen, arrow P. If you want to write equal, I need to write a pen price of a pen equal $P. You got to describe the whole thing. Okay, but of course, you're not going to waste your time describing, right? So it's just 1 pen, arrow P will do.
Okay, thank you.
3 pens, because they wanted 3 pens, right? 3P. Now, what about notebook? A notebook costs $2 more than a pen. So 1 notebook will be $2 more, so plus $2. They want the cost of 2 notebooks, will be 2 notebooks will be P plus $2 plus another P plus $2. You get 2P and $4. So altogether, it will be 3P for 3 pens plus 2P plus $4. That's for 2 notebooks. So altogether is 5P plus $4. So it's 5P plus 4. I will do this. Okay. The whole thing is $5. Actually, to be pretty safe, I do this. Okay. I put my dollar sign here. Because it says here P dollar. So just be super safe. Okay. So put a dollar. You can put the whole thing bracket dollars in front of a bracket P, 5P or $4. Alternatively, if we do this is good as well. Okay. Let's go on to question number 6B. Can we clear this? Any question? Or question? Okay. Now, so Lillian paid $22.50 for 3 pens and 2 notebooks, which you calculated earlier. 3 pens and 2 notebooks. We calculated earlier is 5p plus 4, right? Now, so this must be equal to $22.50. 5p plus 4 equal to 22.50. I remove all the units. 5p is equal to 22.50 minus away $4. You will get $18.50. Right? 1p, that's simple from here onwards, divided by 5, you get $3.70. If you have a dollar sign, make sure you write 70. Don't write this. Don't write this. If you have a dollar sign, okay? If you have a dollar sign, you do this, you'll be wrong. Okay? Now, find the cost of one notebook. We know the cost of one notebook is P plus $2, right? That is at the beginning of the question. So it's P is $3.70 plus $2. You get $5.70. Okay, I repeat again. If you have a dollar sign, make sure your decimal place there's 2 decimal places to your number. Unless if you're working has no dollar sign, it's fine. For example, you do this 5p plus 4 is equal to 22.5. It's fine, okay? 5p is equal to 22.5 minus 4 is equal to 18.5. This is okay. But once you put dollar sign, make sure you have 2 decimal places. Let's continue with the next question. Okay, this is a graph. This question is very similar to the select paper we did. I think it was last week. A lot of people got wrong. A lot. It's a collection of stamps. Do you remember? It's the last question on the collection of stamps. And a lot of people got wrong. Same question. Same idea. Okay, as usual, we will have to populate the table with the data. So week 1, every marking is 20, because from 0 to 100, there's 5 intervals. So each interval is 20. Now, week 1, there's 4. So week 1 will be 80. Week 2 is 5 plus 1 more. So 6 times 20 is 120. Okay, I will fill it up now. So in exams, you'll do it yourself. Make sure you do it. And 520. So what is important here is that it is savings at the end of each week. At the end of each week. So this number 80 is what happened at the end of the week. Not in the middle, not at first. It's at the end. So beginning of the week is, I suppose, 0 for week 1. The beginning of week 2 was 80. End of week 2 is 120. See that? Understand? The beginning of week 2 is 80, end of week 2 is 120. Now look at this week 3, right? This end of week 3 is 280. It means at the beginning of week 3 is the end of week 2, which is 120. So this is how we read the graph. End of each week. This is critical. This is the same concept that we will try to test you in the previous week's lesson. The previous week's lesson was on stamps collection. Okay, now in which week did Suling save the most? So we are talking about the week with the greatest increase, right? Visually, you can see now is this is the most greatest increase or the biggest angle. If you are not sure, it's just minus 280 minus 120, 400 minus 340. Which one has the biggest difference? Is the answer, right? So week 3, from week 2 to week 3, there's an increase of how much? You look from the graph, you know. 280 minus 180. 280 minus 120 is 160. Right, this is the biggest already. So answer is week 3. Do not write week 2. Week 2 is the end of week 2. Week 3 is the end of week 3. Let's look at question 7b. Okay, 7b. Let me move this up a little bit. So let me fill this up again one more time. This is 80. This is 120, 280, 340, 400, 520. So at the end of week 6, Suling only managed to save 1/4. Week 6, 1/4 of the laptop. So at the end of week 6, Suling saved 520. That means 1/4 of the laptop has a value of 520. Right? How much more does she need? Of course, she needs 3/4 more because the whole laptop is one whole. So 3/4 will be equal to 520 times 3. She needs 1560 more. Okay, let's continue. Okay, question 8. This is not a difficult speed question. Okay, let's draw the speed timeline. So Alex and Ben started cycling at the same time from the start at 6:12 of a 6.12 kilometer cycling path. Both did not change their speed from the start to finish. Alex cycled at 340 meters per minute. When he reached the end of the path, Ben was 450 meters behind him. Okay, if you remember, we always follow the speed unit. If the speed unit is meter and minute, we change our workings to meters and minutes. Okay, so follow the speed units. Now, this is kilometers, right? So let's convert this into meter. 6.12 kilometer, we convert to meter is 6,120 meter. Okay, let's draw the time. So this is the journey, and it is 6,120 meter. Okay, so we have Alex, we have Ben. Alex is faster because when he reached the end of the path, Ben was 400 meters behind him. So when Alex reached the end, Ben is somewhere here. And the difference in distance is 450 meters. Okay, and we know Alex is traveling at 340 meters per minute. So that's it. Now, so when Alex reaches the end of the journey, the distance traveled by Ben will be 6,120 minus 450. 5,670 meter. So when Alex travels 6,120 meter, Ben traveled 5,670 meter. Okay. So Alex took how long to finish? How long did Alex take to finish the whole journey? Time is equal to distance divided by speed. So let's calculate the time taken by Alex to complete 6,120 meter. So 6,120 divided by Alex's speed which is 340 per minute, you will get 18 minutes. You notice I put a bracket here minute, right? Because I want by putting a bracket here, just indicate that this is 18 minutes. Alternatively, is to indicate unit for every number, which is I don't want to do that. It's a lot of work. So I just indicate the unit for the last final answer, which is 18 minutes. So 18 minutes is the time taken for Alex to complete the journey, which is also the time taken for Ben to complete 5670 meter. So Ben's speed will be equal to distance traveled by Ben divided by time taken by Ben to travel that distance. So for 5670 meter divided by 18 will be Ben's speed, 315 meter. This is minutes, okay, per minute, okay. So it's 5670, sorry, 315 meter per minute. This is the answer. Any question? Okay, let's continue. Okay, this one a lot of people got wrong. Question 9. So draw 3 more such triangle, means same triangle. Such triangle means you are talking about same triangles, to form a parallelogram with the largest possible parameter. You see, for the longest side of the triangle is always this side. Of a right angle triangle is always this side. We call it hypotenuse of a triangle. This is the longest side. So we try to draw the parallelogram such that this side of the triangle is exposed. It's part of the parameter. Okay. So for those who got it wrong, I guess you do it this way, right? I guess you do it this way. What is it? This? Okay. I guess you do this way. One triangle. When you do this, what happens is that you will not get the largest or largest parameter, as the hypotenuse of the triangle is hidden. It's not part, will not be part of the parameter. Right, you probably will do this, I don't know, 3 triangles, right? One triangle here, and then you draw another triangle here, I don't know, yeah, maybe another triangle here, then another triangle here. You get a parallelogram also, but you'll notice one of the hypotenuse is hidden. You want it to be exposed. How to draw so that all the hypotenuse is exposed? This is how you draw it. One triangle here, and then you have another triangle here. 4. And then draw another one, which is here. So this exposed, this exposed, and this exposed. Correct? So this will be the largest possible parameter. Actually, not, no. Let me see, there's another way to do it, which is even bigger. Because I want to have, let me try again, sorry. If the grid is long enough, right? If the grid is long enough, you should draw it. There's no grid here. If there's a grid here, this will be even longer. Okay, if there's a grid here, then this parameter will be even larger than the one I draw before. Because if you look at the triangle, right, to make the parameter as large as possible, you want to expose this and this. Because this is the second longest line. This is the longest line of a side of the triangle. This is the second longest. I want to expose these two as much as possible. So if I draw it this way, you notice I expose the hypotenuse and the second longest side. Hypotenuse and the second longest side. Correct? But if in my earlier diagram, I did not expose the second longest side. But that is because I can't. The grid do not have this column here. Okay, this grid stops until here. But if this grid extend to here, then the answer is this. You got it or not? If the grid extend to here, the answer will be like that. So, but because the grid stops here, then the answer is like that. You notice my second longest side is not exposed. This is the shortest side of the triangle. Okay. So this is draw three more. So this is how you do it. Then measure and write the length of the longest side of the parallelogram. So this is measure it. If you measure it, it's about 10.2 centimeter. So you got the first question, part A wrong, you get part B wrong. Any question? So what do you learn from this question? You learn that if I want to draw a diagram using triangles, and the question is, I want the parameter to be as large as possible, try to expose the hypotenuse and the second longest side of the triangle. Okay? So that's for this question. Let's continue. What is wrong with this? I can't erase this. Oh, let me pause. Suddenly I cannot erase the ink. Okay. Okay, now let's look at question number 10. PSV is an isosceles triangle. PS equal to VS. Let's mark them first. PS equal to VS. PS equal to VS. So this is equal to this. So this is isosceles triangle. Okay, this is isosceles triangle. And this is equal. Okay. Use another color pen. Now, WPQ is 35, is already indicated. PSV is 32, already indicated. Now, the first angle we're going to find is this angle. Because it's isosceles triangle, let's find this angle first. So angle P, no, let's do this angle first. Let's do this angle first, because I want to find this angle. Angle PUS is equal to 180 degrees Okay, this angle minus 35 degrees minus 32 degrees, I get 113 degrees. So this is 113. Angle TUS is here. Angle on the straight line, angle TUS 180 minus 113. I get 67 degrees. Okay, so answer is 67 degrees. Now the next question is angle PVR. PVR, this angle. This PVR. Let me use another pen. Which is blue. Okay. So let's find out what is this angle first. Okay, the base angle of isosceles triangle. Angle SVP, right, is equal to 180 degrees minus away 32. Then answer divided by 2. You will get 74 degrees. So this is 74 degrees. Okay, so if this is okay, you'll notice there's a Z here. Let me show you. There's Z here. Right? So this angle will also be equal to 67 degrees. So I can find the angle VSR is equal to 67 degrees. Now let's focus on this triangle. This triangle. Okay. This triangle angle in a triangle is 360 degree, 180 degrees. So we can find this angle, RVS. This angle RVS. Okay, angle RVS will be equal to 180 minus away 67 and 78, 67. 78 degrees minus 67 degrees, I get 35 degrees. So now that we know RVS, we can find the answer. Angle PVR will be equal to this angle, which is 74 degrees, minus away this angle. Answer is 39 degrees. Any question? Any question? Okay. I'm going very slow with these angles. Hopefully, all if any question, do tell me. I can repeat. Oh, sorry. Okay. Let's go on to the next question. Okay. Question number 11. So let's, before I do anything, let me fill up the data of the graphs. So this is 175. This is 150. This is 25. This is 75. Want to make it a habit, okay? Make habit. 200. And this is 75. Question, let's do A here. Let's do A here, okay? Let's do A here. So in March, the ratio of number of people who took part in the basketball to the number of people who took part in cycling was 3:2. So basketball to cycling is 3:2. So that's March. If I look at the table, this is basketball. 3 units is equal to 150. So find 1 unit is 150 divided by 3, you get 15. Now the question is, how many people took part in cycling, which is this? And then we know it's 2 units. So 2 units is equal to 50 times 2. This is super easy, for Mark. Now let's look at part B. What was the percentage decrease in the number of people who took part in badminton from March to April? So I'm going to use another pen. From March, talking about badminton, right? From March, it was 175. April, it's 75. There's a decrease of 175 minus 75. There's a decrease of 100. So percentage, the question asks, what was the percentage decrease? So it's a decrease over the original, which is March. Please make sure denominator is the before or the original. Multiply by 100%. The common mistake people made was they put the wrong denominator. So make sure always before or original. And the answer is 57.1429%. Approximate. They wanted answer in 2 decimal place. So it's 57.14%. Okay. Now let's look at question C. An entrance fee was charged to those who took part in swimming. A total of $5 to $8.75 was collected in March and April. So we are talking about the people who took part in March and April for swimming. How much was the entrance fee? So how many people are there altogether in March and April? In March, swimming you have 25. April is 200. So it's 25 plus 200. In both months, there are a total of 225 members who took part in swimming. And they charge a total fee of $520.75. So one person will be 528.75 divided by 225. That's the answer. So that's the how much was the entrance fee for each child, for each member. For this answer. Okay. Let's go on to the next question. Question number. Two identical semicircles and 2 identical quadrants. So let's identify where the semicircles are. So this semicircle. And then 2 identical quadrants. This is the one. Okay. All right. Find the parameter of the remaining piece of paper. So the parameter we are talking about is this. This, the side of a quadrant, 2 of them, plus 2 semicircle, plus this and plus this. Okay, so this is the parameter. Let's do the first one. Find the parameter of the remaining paper. Okay, so let's look. So look at this. This plus this is actually one semicircle. No, sorry, one full circle. The circumference of one full circle. And circumference of full circle is pi times diameter. Diameter is this. Okay. So this is 28, and then this is 28, and this will be 14, 14. Okay. This will also be 14, 14, 14, 14. And then if this is 14, this will be 14 also. Okay. Let's fill out everything. Now, these two sides, this plus this will be a circumference of full circle, pi multiplied by diameter. Diameter is 14. So this is 44. Next, we need to find here this and this. This is together is a semicircle. Two quadrants together make a semicircle. So it's half times pi times the diameter of this circle, which is radius is 14, right? So diameter will be 14 times 2. 14 times 2. You get 44. So this is 44. So we have 44 plus 44 plus 14 plus another 14 over here. So the parameter is 116. Make sure you write unit, huh? Now, let's continue with part B. Okay, part B. Find the area of the remaining paper. So, simple, the strategy will be find the area of the square paper. In this case, it is 28 times 28, 784. Okay. Then you minus away. These two make up one circle. These two make a semicircle. So let's find this one first. These two, the area of these two semicircle make up a circle, which is equal to pi times radius times radius. Pi times radius. Take note, radius is this, okay? Is 7. 7 times 7. You get 154. Now let's find the area of this. This makes a semicircle. So it's half times pi times radius is 14 times 14 again. You get 308. So the answer is area of the square minus away the two circles, two semicircles here, minus away the two quadrants. So 784 minus away the two semicircles, minus away the two quadrants. Answer is 322. So make sure your answer is 322 cm2. Write your unit. Okay, let's continue with any question. If not, I continue with question number 13. So the average height of a group of children was 126. 129.6. One of the children's height was wrongly recorded as 162 centimeter. Right? It should have been 126. So as a group for all the children, as a group, all of them, the total height has an error of 162 minus 126, which is equal to how much? 136. Okay, some of you may ask me where and because everybody is correct, right? The only one person is wrong is he was supposed to be 126. One of the children's height was considered 126. What recorded as 162, but supposed to be 126. So as a group, the total height has an error of an extra 36. Correct. All of the children, if you add up all their height, including the wrongly recorded, there's an error of extra 36 centimeter. Now, if I look at the average, 1, 2, I do not know how many children. I'll draw one circle to represent a child. Okay. So the average height is 129.6. This is the correct average. But because you recorded wrongly, the average becomes 132.6. So everybody's average has increased. By how much? 129.6. 3. Everybody's average has increased by 3. And this extra came from where? Came from this 36. So if I use 36 divided by 3, I get 12. So there must be 12 children. Answer is 12. Okay, let's continue with question number 14. Okay, question 14 shouldn't get wrong. So many people got wrong. No. Just go revise. Okay, this one we do a zillion times already. Last two paper, I think we also got the same kind of question. Mariam baked some strawberry, apple, and pear. There were 12 more parts strawberry. So whenever there's more than, you always draw a model. There were 12 more strawberries than pear. Okay. Always draw a model whenever there is more than or less than. Okay. Now, and 20 more apples than strawberries. So 12 more strawberry tarts than pear and 20 more apples than strawberries. Apples compared to strawberries. More. Okay, so this is 12. Got it? So simple. Now, this is the part. Proportion transfer. She sold 3/8 of the apple tarts and half the strawberries. 3/8 of the apple tarts. Let's focus on apple. 3/8. Meaning, over here, I'm going to take out 3/8. 3/8 times 12 plus 20, is how much? 3/8. 3/8 times 32. 12. So I'm going to show out 12. And what's remaining? 32 minus 12, I am remaining with 20. So there's 20 over here. 3/8 from this portion, and then there's 3/8 from this portion also. Kind of 8 parts, huh? 3/8 here. So you're left with 5 units. Okay? So these 8 units. And this is also 8 units. Okay? The question says that half of the strawberry tarts were also sold. Half of the strawberry tarts means 4 units here. You're left with 4 units. Half over here, you're left with 6. Okay, 12 divided by 2, 6. Now, question is how many pear tarts did she bake? Okay, this value 145 is the number of tarts left. So we look at model here. Look at the unshaded part. Strawberries We have 4 units and 6 left. Pears unsold, so is 8 units. Apples, 5 units plus 20. Okay, all these got to be equal to 145. So let's group all the units together. 4U plus 8U plus 5U, you get 17U. 6 plus 20, you get 26. 145. So 17U will be equal to 145 minus 26. That gives you 119. 1U is equal to 119 divided by 17. And I get 7. 1U is 7. Any question? So when I do this, is it familiar to you? We have been doing this so many times. You draw the model, then you remove the proportion and redraw the model if you need to. Okay. Now let's look at, okay, what's the question? How many pairs tarts did she bake? 8 units. So it's 8 times 7, 8 units, pair tarts. 8 times 7, 56. Answer is 56. Next question. How many tarts did she sell all together? All together, how many tarts did she sell all together? Okay, let's look at, let's find another color pen. Okay, so 4 units here. 3 units here. The shaded one, plus 6 here. Plus 12 here. So this is what has been sold. So 7 units plus 12. 7 units is 7 multiplied by 7, 49. So it's 49 plus 12. Answer is no, 12 plus 6, right? There's another 6 plus 6. 12 plus 6 is equal to 67. So this is the answer. All right, any question? Any question? Okay, let's continue with question number 15. In the rectangle below, the area of triangle A is wanted, the area of the rectangle. Area of triangle A is wanted, the area of the rectangle. So let's record it. A to the rectangle is 1:3. Okay. I try to record as ratio. You all should try to record everything as ratio as much as you can, right? Because with ratio, you can look for common base, and it's a lot easier to deal with numbers than to deal with fraction. Area of triangle B is 1/4 of the rectangle. B to rectangle is 1:4, right? Obviously, when there's 2 ratio, you look for common base. Rectangle is a common base. So let's make rectangle the same. Make it to 12. Times 4, times 3. Okay, so the common base is done. The question provides that the area of triangle A is 5.85 square centimeter more than area of triangle B. Meaning this minus this was 1 unit, and that 1 unit is equal to 5.85. What's the area rectangle? Rectangle is 12 units. So 12 units is 12 times 5.85. Answer is 70.2. Remember, write the units. Find the parameter of the rectangle. Okay, this is a little bit difficult. Asking find a parameter of rectangle. We know the area of we know the area rectangle already. This is area rectangle. Area of rectangle. We'll use this number again. And we also know we also know the area of this triangle. I mean, we can find out this area of this triangle is 1/3 the area of rectangle. So let me use another pen. 1/3 of the rectangle. The area of the wait for a moment. Find the parameter area. 1/3 times 70.2. We should get 23.4. Let me double check. Double check the answer. Okay, so this is the area of this area rectangle A. Right. We know that the area rectangle A has a base of 7.2. So half times the base of the triangle, I mean, multiplied by the height of the triangle A, which we do not know, should be also equal to 23.4. Right? So the height of triangle A, we need to find the height of triangle A because if we know the height of triangle A, we will know the breadth of the rectangle. So height of the triangle A will be equal to the area times 2 divided by its base. 6.5. Any question up to here? Do you know what am I doing here? Anybody, any question? I'm trying to find the height of triangle A from the area of triangle A. Any question? So if I have the area of triangle A, I multiply by 2 divided by the base, I'll get its height. 6.5, which is also the breadth of the rectangle. Okay? Now the question is parameter of rectangle. I know the area rectangle is 70.4. I write here, the area rectangle is 70.4. Let me use area rectangle 70.2, sorry, 70.2 area rectangle divided by its breadth 6.5. I will get its height 10.8. So this is it will get the length. This is the length of the rectangle. I know the length, which is 10.8. I know the length. Sorry, 10.8, right? 18.8. 10.8. I know the length. I know the breadth. I can find the parameter. So parameter will be the length, 2 length plus 2 breadth. And the answer is 34.6. 34.6 centimeter. Any question? Okay, let's continue. Question 16 is a bit difficult if you cannot imagine, cannot visualize. Then it's quite difficult for question 16. Okay. Now, the wooden block as shown in diagram A was dipped completely into a pail of paint. Then it was cut along the dotted lines as shown in diagram B to form the solid as shown in diagram C. The solid form could be divided into 6 identical cubes. Okay. The total unpainted area of the solid in diagram C is 337.5. Okay. Find the volume of the wooden block at first. Now, let's look at this. This is called the side view. Okay, let's call side view. This is the front view. Okay, just name it. Now, from the side view, how many squares is unpainted here? Now, from the side view, you can see how many squares are there. 1 square, 2 square. Actually, from side view, there's altogether 3 squares. Right? 3 squares on side view, 3 squares. How do I know there's three squares on side view? I mean, this. Because there's 3 squares on this side, so there must be 3 squares on the other side. Right? If there are 3 squares on this side, on the side view, this side is shaded, is painted. Right? This side is painted. So the unpainted side view, number unpainted side view, you have 2 sides unpainted. Because on the side view, there's 3 faces. And we know that this face is painted what? 3 minus 1. There's 2 sides unpainted. Front view. Front view, you have this side and this side unpainted. Right? 2. Back, the same thing. 2 sides unpainted. So the front and the back view, you have 4 sides unpainted. Maybe I should use sides. I use square. Square is clearer to you. Okay. Use square. Because they are squares. Okay. So altogether, there are 2 plus 4, 6 squares unpainted. The question provides that the total unpainted area is 337.5. So 6 squares is 337.5. 1 square will be 337.5 divided by 6. 56.25. Given area of square, you find the sides. How to find the sides? Square root 56.25. You get 7.5. So this is the length of one side of the square. Right? So if I will mark it from here to here is 7.5. All right. Volume of 1 cube. Volume of 1 cube will be equal to 7.5 multiplied by 7.5 multiplied by 7.5, and you get 421.875. This is the volume of 1 cube. So the volume of the wooden block at first consists of 9 cubes. Okay, 9 cubes. So 9 times 421.875, you get 3796.875 cm. So 3796.875 cubic centimeter. Please leave your answer as it is 3 decimal place. Don't be a smart aleck to do the 2 decimal place because the question didn't ask you to be 2 decimal place. So leave it as 3. Okay. Now let's look at part B. Any question so far? If the question never asks you to simplify to 2 decimal place, leave your answer as 3 decimal, whatever it is. Okay, what percentage of the wooden block is the solid formed in diagram C? So let's talk about part B. Percentage of the wooden block in the solid form is diagram C. Diagram C made up of how many squares? How many cubes? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The original block is made out of 9 cubes, so percentage will be 6 over 9 times 100%. And then you get 66.667%. Now, the question wants you to be 1 decimal place, then you convert. Okay? You never ask, leave as it is. Okay, now, let's look at the last question. Question 17. Question 17 is, I show you, it's pretty easy. It's like what I learned in primary 4. Trust me, this is a primary 4 question. And then it's 3 marks or 5 marks or more. Ah, what a waste. Okay, a deck of cards is numbered 1 to 50. Pamela draw 3 cards. Let's call the 3 cards A, B, C. Okay? The sum of the numbers of any 2 cards are 60, 28, and 58. So any 2 cards, A and B is 60. B and C is random. Anything you can, and then A and C. There's no other way. No other combination already. 58. Can you see? Add them all together. Add up all these numbers together, 60, 28, 58. You get 2A, 2B, 2 C's. And you get 60 plus 28 plus 58. And answer is 146. Okay, then you do 1A, B, and C is 146 divided by 2. Familiar? This is something you learned in primary 4. The first time a question like this tested is in primary 4. Find the 3 numbers. Okay, ABC is 73, right? If I want to find C, I minus away A and B, right? 73 minus A and B. I get 13. If I want to find A, I minus A and C, B and C. 73 minus 28. 45. If I want to find B, I minus away 58, minus A and C. So B, I minus away A and C. I get 15. So it's 13, 45, 15. That's all. 3 marks. Simple. She draws the 4th card and the average of the 4 numbers is 20. What is the number of the 4th card? This one is an easy average question. Given average, find total. Remember what I said? Given average, find total. So 20 times 4 is the total. Right? You want the 4th card, you minus away these 3 numbers. So 80 minus away 13 minus away 38. What happened? Minus 13 minus 45 minus away 15. Then you get your 4th card. Let me minus. I think it's 7. Okay, so answer is 7. Just double check. Let me double check the answer. $80 minus away 13 minus away 45 minus away 15. The answer is 7. So that's all, everyone. I'll see you next week.
Bye-bye.
Okay, bye.
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 Bye bye.